Today on Open Throttle 360, the conclusion to our trip to the Bedford County Fair Demolition Derby. As we gear up for football season, we look at a Steeler-themed car like you've never seen. We check in with educator and race car driver Nick Kachuba. We look at some of the highlights and lowlights of Season 3 of OT360. That's coming up on Open Throttle 360.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Say maybe, you say I can't, I'll show you that I can. When they try to corral me, well that's when I get rowdy. Just get on board, strap in, you'll understand that I'm wild, wild and crazy.
Welcome to Open Throttle 360. I'm Trip Clark.
And I'm Tom Lang. Trip, I don't know about you, but I've been sitting on the edge of my seat waiting to see the conclusion of the Demolition Derby.
Yeah, absolutely. The crowd was getting totally amped up. The cars were taking a beating, and I'm anxious to see how our boy Michael did.
Yeah, me too. Last week, we had the first part of our trip to the Bedford County Fair to follow the team of Michael Wittick as they competed in the Demolition Derby. There was a lot of fluid on the track, a lot of broken parts and pieces to be swept up, and even a scary engine fire. So let's take a look at how our boys and a couple of girls from Central PA finished their evening.
Last week we began our road trip following the exploits of Michael Wittick and his team as they competed in the Bedford County Fair Demolition Derby. After a quick exit in round one, the OT360 car was able to limp its way into the consolation round. If a cat can have 9 lives, then by God, these guys should be able to muster a few lives themselves. And a few they found, until a shot out of the blue stunned our driver and hushed the crowd. The clock mercilessly surged ahead and time was rapidly expiring. Could this be it? But like Jason defiantly rising from the dead one last time, the OT360 car presses on in search of those who nearly brought him down.
You know, anytime you get into motorsports and things like that, those are the kind of moments you sort of dream of. I don't really hear it as much because of when you're in the helmet, but I could see the crowd get pretty excited when we got her going there, so.
With the blow of the official's whistle, there are but 2 men left standing. Michael's made it to the final round.
You guys can see I'm pretty beat up and feel like I won a couple rounds there. Going into the finals, the guys back here are working pretty hard to put her back together. We got about 10 minutes. I would love to say that we're going to go out and make all the right decisions, but it looks like we have some radiator issues. We don't have a spare with us, but you know, we made it, and that's what we wanted. I mean, we wanted to get a chance to get in the money round, and let's go see if we can make it happen. Had a chance, car got hot on us. As you can see, it took a pretty good beating.
After a crushing shot from the number 37, our night was done. Stalled, stunned, and stranded in the middle of the track.
There's times there you're a little disheveled and then you get hit and you're just trying to get yourself squared away. I mean, I never lost where I was, but I tell you what, when that guy came through there and came through that door, I was just a little...
After the night's winner had taken his trophy, the rest of the field was left to literally and figuratively pick up the pieces and make it back to the pits.
I don't know. I thought maybe we had something there for him at the end, but when it got so hot,
took that one shot in the right front,
and it got so hot, it was going. We put another tire on it. It drove back in here. It just got hung up out there in the feature and got a little hot on us. And we'll probably make it another show, believe it or not. We'll give it a shot.
Michael and his crew are a team in victory and a team in defeat. And in the words of General George Custer, it's not how many times you get knocked down, it's how many times you get back up. And they will get back up and fight another day.
I I love it. I mean, I don't know anything else. We enjoy the competition. I enjoy the camaraderie and the folks that have always helped me. And if you got a big-time thirst for race and small-time wallet, you know, this is the way to go. That's a $200 car, and I had way more than $200 worth of fun with it. We're all happy. We're all safe. Hope we put a good show on here for the folks, and it's time for us to go get some fair food, and I'm going to see if I can wrangle up a cold beer somewhere. So I've had it. No more driving for me.
When you see a sweet custom car, it's easy to be distracted by the shine of the chrome or the depth of the gorgeous paint job. But like a Picasso or a Rembrandt, there's a story behind these paint jobs. Sometimes it's stories of resurrecting high school memories. Sometimes the stories are even more poignant. Here's one of those stories.
My name's Jared Menz. I'm originally from Westmoreland County out here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. It was originally a red 73 Eldorado with broken out back window, and the floor was rotted out when I bought it about 15 minutes north of LAX. And when I lived in Southern California, me and a few friends, we would dress up in black and gold gorilla suits, go out to Steeler bars and have a good time. And I thought, man, we need a car to go with it. And I actually did a little bit of research, and the largest production convertible ever made was Eldorados in this era, and that's actually how I chose the Eldorado. Yeah, the first time I did the car, it was probably 50-50 black and yellow. All of the stuff that was on the car, like the emblem and stuff, a lot of that was put on as decals. I just kind of wanted to get a layout of what I liked and what I didn't like, and I knew I was eventually going to have it repainted, and I saw some cars that Bruce Harvey did, and I was familiar with his work. I took it over to his shop, and he did some minor repair work for me, and I was really happy with it, so I went ahead and had him repaint the car. And my first proposal to Bruce was that he painted the decals and stuff that I wanted, but he actually proposed letting me have him repaint the whole car, and he classed it up significantly. You know, he did a lot more black, which makes it I think it makes it look a lot classier. And he also did the gold flick paint. And we just recently had the train horn put on. So anything that's the newest thing is regularly my favorite thing. Obviously the paint is gorgeous. It gets people's attention. But then when people are sitting there for a half hour and they're like, oh my God, I can't believe those symbols on the inside are backlit. Just a little detail. We took all the Eldorado emblems off and they all say Steelers. The hood ornament here, we had this custom made. It has the Cadillac oak leaves on it and the Steeler emblem in the middle. So it kind of keeps a little bit of the Cadillac, but this isn't a Cadillac. This is truly a Steeler car.
Most sports fans proudly wear their team's logo on a baseball cap or a hoodie. But what exactly makes Jared Menz put on his gorilla suit and hop in the driver's seat of his black and gold chariot?
You know, just to have fun. I like to go out and see people's reaction. I like to have fun with people, with the horn, the radio, the gorilla suit. I mean, it definitely gets attention. People love it. It's phenomenal. I mean, it's like the closest I'll probably ever experience in my life to being a rock star. 7 out of 10 people walk past it, get their cell phone camera out, take a picture. The guys at the valet at the hotel that I go to, they've told me that they've had $350,000 Ferraris sitting out over the weekend, and my car gets more pictures in a half hour than a Ferrari does in Pittsburgh in 3 days. There's a tremendous fan base of Steelers everywhere in the country, and even Raiders fans out there will be like, you know what, I don't like the Steelers, but that car is awesome. For the most part, even non-Steeler fans, maybe except for some Raven fans, respect the car, you know? I think about the only thing I could do in the city of Pittsburgh to get a ticket from a police officer would probably be drive with the mask on. I haven't attempted that yet. What's the gorilla suit have to do with the Steelers? Nothing. It's just fun.
Steelers! Yeah!
Merci, thank you.
Coming up on OT360. When he's not teaching math, Nick Kachuba's counting his wins at PMS, Pittsburgh's Pennsylvania Motor Speedway. And we look back at a season of flubs and fun. That's next on Open Throttle 360.
24/7, get the gear at PennStateClothes.com. Shirts, hoodies, gifts, jerseys, and sweats. PennStateClothes.com. You bet. The family clothesline with more in store. At Penn State Clothes, you get more. 24 7. Get the gear at PennStateClothes.com. The family clothesline.
Looking for a one-stop shop for all of your dirt, drag, and street machine needs? Look no further than Hoosier Tire Mid-Atlantic and Precise Racing Products. Precise is the leading distributor for Hoosier Racing tires and VP Racing fuel for Pennsylvania and Maryland. We also have a wide range of parts and accessories for circle track, drag racing, and street performance. Visit PreciseRacing.com and enter coupon code OT360 to receive a free hat on your next purchase. Precise Racing Products. We sell speed.
Delaney Automotive offers vehicle service and maintenance that fits your schedule with same-day repair that gets you back on the road fast. Delaney services all makes and models and offers an exclusive tire price match guarantee. No time to wait? Delaney has you covered with loaner cars, courtesy transportation, as well as shuttle services from all our locations. Or use our convenient pickup and delivery service. Visit DelaneyAuto.com to make your appointment today.
With more than 3 decades of experience and 130 suppliers under one roof, Ludy's Chevy Warehouse is your one-stop restoration shop for sheet metal, brakes, emblems, chrome, and more. Need restoration parts for Chevy Impala, Bel Air, or Biscayne? We've got a catalog for that. We've got parts for Tri-5 and Chevy trucks, Chevelle, Monte Carlo, and El Camino, Chevy Nova, and Camaro. It's all at Ludy's Chevy Warehouse. Call today for a free catalog or visit us at a swap meet near you.
Only a handful of the really lucky ones in the racing world get to do what they love for their daytime job. Most have a typical 9 to 5 just hoping to make enough ends meet to do what they love on the weekends. Open Throttle 360 had the chance to talk with another local racer. When he's not slinging around in the dirt in the late model Sportsman Series, he's working on getting our nation's math scores out of the gutter. During the day, he teaches high school math at the Pennsylvania Distance Learning Charter School.
I teach 5 different classes right now. I teach Algebra 2, Pre-Calculus, Driver's Ed, 8th grade math, and AP Calculus here at cyber school at Pennsylvania Distance Learning Charter School. My daily driver is a Pontiac Grand Prix GTP, which I've had for 10 years now. So my commute to work is nowhere near as interesting as it is with my Pontiac GTO street stock that I race out at Pennsylvania Motor Speedway. I've been racing here at Pennsylvania Motor Speedway. This is my 12th full season of racing. My background started way back as a small child, coming as a fan to the races. I was a kid in the grandstands with the flags and down playing with the cars and the gravel. My parents told me that you can race, but you have to graduate college and get a job first. So I graduated from Edinburgh University in 2001 with my teaching degree, and that winter we had a car in my buddy's garage and we started stripping it out and putting a roll cage in it. Years ago, we did a circle activity where we had kids trying to come up with a value of pi using circumference and diameter. So I brought in all these circular shaped objects. And one of the things I brought was a mounted race tire into my classroom whenever I was teaching in a traditional school. A couple of years ago, I had an 8th grade student that was also racing, and he moved up into this division, and I raced against him for a couple of seasons off and on. And out on the racetrack, it's just another car, and we're watching what they're doing on the racetrack and trying to figure out the fastest way to get around them. One year I had autograph night out at Pennsylvania Motor Speedway. I was down on the track with the car, doing my thing, and I hear, "Mr. Kachuba." I turn around, it's like, "Hi, I'm so-and-so, and I'm in your 8th grade math class." It was the first time I got to meet the kid who was on the front stretch at the racetrack during autograph night, and you meet him in person. You got to say, "Hey, I got my teacher's autograph at the racetrack." My teaching career is my career. It's what pays the bills, what puts food on the table, and I very much enjoy what I do working with the students. There will be a time whenever I retire from teaching, I hope that I'm still able to race. I always joke with my wife. She asked me how long I'm going to keep racing. I said, as long as I can get my leg in the window, I'm going to climb in that race car.
Is this your first time?
Yeah, rookie mistake here or what?
Ready? Thank you. You ready? Yep. Thank you, veterans, for everything you've done for our country. Too many beers.
This is Dow Carnahan, and you're watching Open Throttle's 360.
Sorry, Throttle 360.
Am I just? Oh, I am taking.
Excuse me, can I pet your cat?
Hey Trip, we just learned something about your Honda. It does not have ABS brakes.
I'm not a real cameraman, but I play one on TV.
I understand.
You know, I really wish I'd have brought my motorcycle helmet that has a GoPro mount, because this thing looks just a little bit weird to me. But
pretty hot right now.
Still to come, highlights, lowlights, outtakes, and retakes from Season 3 of Open Throttle 360. Don't go far, OT360 will be right back.
Heads Up Racing. Run what you brung. Street racing without the jail time. FlashlightDrags.com. A family-owned and operated racing enterprise specializing in restoration work, chassis setup, transmission work, hard-to-find parts, and vintage car sales. Zappa Racing is the place to go for your road racing needs. Visit ZappaRacing.com and find out what the fighting bee is all about. Zappa Racing.
When we first started out, I thought that I was going to be helping someone. That is not how it has turned out. He has helped me and my family see things in a whole different light. He is our family. He's our unblood relative. He's my best friend.
Best friends.
Make a friend, make a family, make a difference.
24/7, get the gear at PennStateClothes.com. Shirts, hoodies, gifts, jerseys, and sweats. PennStateClothes.com. You bet. The family clothesline with more in store. At Penn State Clothes, you get more. 24/7, get the gear at PennStateClothes.com. The family clothesline.
Heads Up Racing. Run what you brung. Street racing without the jail time. FlashlightDrags.com.
There's no question that Trip and I have a ton of fun shooting Open Throttle 360, although I'm not sure I can say the same for the crew. From demo derbies and mud bogs to the circle track and the drag strip, we've seen plenty. Our highlight reel is long, but it wouldn't be complete without a few lowlights as well. And the whole show was all bloopers.
Oh,
it was
man.
all bleeps.
It was nothing but bleeps. That's awesome.
You're watching us on Root Sports. It's our new home, and now in 3.
Make sure that you follow us on Twitter.
And if you have any ideas for our show, or maybe you or yacht. Tom, when is a frog like? I forgot the joke. Oh, God. I'm sorry. It's like there's a cliff, and it's a black hole. I have a feeling a lot of today is going to make our outtake reel at the end of the year. I always forget earplugs, and it kills me.
You know, you can be adaptable. Back in, I believe it was 1990, we were racing down at Memphis with Mike Barnes' Alcohol Dragster, and this fan come over to me and he said, hey man, y'all got a pair of like tweezers or forceps or needle nose pliers or something? And I said, yeah, we got them. What do you need them for? He goes, well, I didn't have none of them there fancy earplugs like y'all got. So I ripped the filter off my cigarette and I stuck it in my ear. I guess I kind of stuck it in there a little too far. Would you mind just reaching in there and pluck that sucker out of there? You look old having that hat that way. Usually you young guys have it the other way around. They're all sideways or some jack-off.
Some jack-off. That's funny.
You got a chance to see how to do it.
Or not how to do it. Or how to not do it.
Okay. Besides, you got a chance to see how to do it.
Yeah, or not how to do it. Or how to not do it. God, I don't know if it makes a difference.
Besides, you got a chance to see how to do it.
Yeah, or not.
Sorry, well, the light's kind of... You know what? You gotta roll that down just a line. I'm sorry.
Welcome to Open Open Throttle 360.
Why can't I say the word video? Upload your video. We've had a lot of practice on that part. A name coined by John DeFlorian. I know a guy named John DeFlorian for a taste of something a little taste of something exotic. Okay.
It's not erotic. It's exotic.
Well, it depends how you feel about cars. You two can be. Sorry. Trip. You know why a chicken coop has two doors?
Yeah, if it had four, if it had four, it'd be a chicken sedan.
See you next time.
No.
Still to come, drivers and racers from all over the area submitted their GoPro footage. See if yours makes the show.
With more than 3 decades of experience and 130 suppliers under one roof, Ludy's Chevy Warehouse is your one-stop restoration shop for sheet metal, brakes, emblems, chrome, and more. Need restoration parts for Chevy Impala, Bel Air, or Biscayne? We've got a catalog for that. We've got parts for Tri-5 and Chevy trucks, Chevelle, Monte Carlo, and El Camino, Chevy Nova, and Camaro. It's all at Ludy's Chevy Warehouse. Call today for a free catalog or visit us at a swap meet near you.
Hope Learning Center has changed my family's life and my life.
One of the big surprises of Savannah being here at Hope is one of making friends. Just getting along with other children, to be able to sit through an entire 8-hour day versus struggling through to get it through a 3-hour day of school. She's comfortable, she's happy. She's happy, I'm happy.
The Hope Learning Center. Learn today, hope for tomorrow.
best tires, parts, and service. Tire Town. Tom, looks like it's a wrap on another season of Open Throttle 360.
Hard to believe that 16 weeks can come and go so fast.
That's what happens when you're having fun. But as you know, it wouldn't happen without a lot of talented people. It takes a lot of people to put together a production like Open Throttle 360. From the production crew, primarily Zach Heaps, Scott Peters, and Val Train, to our sponsors and partners GoPro, Bruce Harvey, Precise Racing Products, Ludi's, and more. Please do business with these folks because our show wouldn't be on the air without their support.
To watch any or all of our episodes, visit OpenThrottle360.com.
Any Tomisms for the road?
Well, as Roy Rogers used to wrap up his show, happy trails to you until we meet again.
We'll see you soon.
Thanks for another great season of Open Throttle 360. To watch any of our episodes, just go to OpenThrottle360.com. If you have comments or suggestions for the next season, or you and your business would like to get involved, send an email to info@OpenThrottle360.com. Until next year, we'll see you online.